What's up everybody, how's it going? It's Burke, aka Dansweight here, and welcome back to another premiere episode of the Final Fantasy X Masters Mod by Karifean. Please remember to hit the like button and show the video some love, and I hope you guys have plenty of fun in the chat. Let's get going with this week's episode. Yeah, because it was only the second encounter, that's why also I didn't push it too hard, like I wasn't too worried about getting a game over there. Okay. This time, though, things are going to be different. I'm going to try to get through without dying again. I can manage it. Now, back in the day, you used to just immediately come in and just sloga these guys. And life was good. But not anymore. Let's see if... Pretty sure they're immune to death. Before that.
Let's end this.
So let's put that weapon to use. Let's just do Sleep Buster to start. Immune. Okay. Of course, everybody had to get hit. Unsurprising. Let's see how much double cast Thundaga does. Yeah, okay. That works. Of course, it counters, and its counter is strong enough to one-hit KO Lulu. That's pretty rough. Pretty bullshit, but okay. Bye bye. So sleep didn't work. What about dark? I didn't see. It's got zombification and blind, so I didn't notice. But that's very well. Kicks. Works. Good job, Kimari. Wow. It's just getting as many turns as it wants. It's just being a bit annoying here. Let's see if we can make it through here. We pretty much should have died by now, but let's see. Gonna use blades. Yeah, even with defend, it's too strong. So this is all just me getting a feeler for how strong these guys are. Like, blades is so powerful that even with defend and at full HP, it still destroys you. So yeah, I think Auron's pretty much, probably Waka too. They're the only ones that can survive. Now, this is kind of nice in a way because it gives me a second bite at the cherry. One thing I want to do, because I need to re-customize here, is for this one I want to do, forget piercing, survive without it. So it turns all those busters into 3-turn moves, which we're going to really need here. So that, and might still put magic counter back onto Auron's weapon. This is an area where I really have to, again, just kind of have a look at my customization and really potentially make some big decisions. He's got counter attack and magic counter now. That's dope. Got a sense preserver. Oh, silence. We've only got one more left of those. Energy preserver. Oh, that's new. Did not realize that. Wow. That's great. That's really nice. It kind of feels like you can have everything, but you also can't have everything. I think what I currently have equipped at the moment is this. Maybe worth just shoving this on there as well. At least like this is something that we can just put more of whenever we need it. So he's got a lot of protections on there. He doesn't have poison protection. So this might be an interesting one. So he's with this, he'd be immune to poison, petrification, berserk, darkness. He wouldn't be immune to sleep. That'd be the only one. Yeah, he would be susceptible to sleep, but we literally can't protect against it right now anyway. Yeah, this is also another one I can kind of repeat, so yeah, it might be worth it. Okay. I think new slot for that one, that was a pretty big customization. Let's just... Okay, let's go for it. I think this time I should hopefully have a better chance. Right. I think it's probably worth immediately speeding back up here. And bringing in Waka. Now I can actually refer back to my notes. I now know that Sleep Buster will work on this guy. There we go. And this is where Lulu's going to have to do some work. And we know that poison works too. We know that works. Let's see how much damage Holy does. Can we hit the quad 9? I'm sure we can, but let's have a look anyway.
Light our way.
The reason I want to do it now is because I have a chance to Osmos back. 8,900. Okay, fine. Definitely not quad 9, but it'll do. 17,000. Okay. Just wait. Osmos. Surely it gives some decent MP here. Yeah. Basically it gives the Holy back at that stage. 11,000. Just want to see if the sleep touch works. It's worth a little try here. Didn't miss. Fine. Go. And that'll finish the job. So already the customization that I made is paying dividends here. And next time I won't use Holy. Just a little test. Definitely get that Resentaz back off. Don't know if at this stage I need to start using some of this kind of stuff a little more. Gosh, that's kind of nice. I think none of it is worth giving up what I have at the moment. I feel like it might be worth doing one of these. It's almost the equivalent of a magic booster. Not quite, but... Obviously we lose sensor, but... pretty useful. Yeah, and we can make a fair few magic plus 30%, so I feel like this is a good one. The think we'll do that for now, for Lulu. And that should definitely help us power through a little more. Okay. Keep going. The encounter rate is just so damn high. It's so high. Ah, shit, did I change Orin to the right one? Start with this. Gonna start to speed these fights up a little bit because it's gonna take a long time otherwise. Riku, for some reason, did not have the death proof. I forgot. Gonna start to go on the attack here. Basically, the longer this fight takes, the more trouble we're gonna get ourselves in here. So just need to get on with it, I think. Okay, good. Orin wasn't having any of that. I'm not going to copycat this time. So last time, when I provoked, it did, like, a bunch of blizzard stuff. Okay. Eh, could be worse. Try and Osmos and then Thundaga. Yeah, we get MP back. Good. Yeah, so it gets provoked, but it doesn't like start targeting that particular character, which is a bit strange, but okay. And there we go. Okay, we landed a win this time. Much better. It's a lot of MP used, but we'll have to deal. Okay. Chests have appeared again. Oh yeah, I guess I reset this area by doing that. And I've been ambushed again. Shit. Right. So I think again Orin should be fine, at least. Drain. It's going to be a big drain probably. Yeah. That's a huge drain. Oh man. Okay. Really started off on the back foot here. Honestly, despite, even if I nail this overdrive, I feel like with what they can do, they're pretty quick. It might still be game over for me here. I think I have to try. Oh my god, I messed it up. First time. Of course it was, this is one of the most critical times I've needed it, but at least one of them is gone. For now, that'll do. Okay. Let's see. I think Orange should be able to deal with most of that. Yeah. And that. Okay. Right. I think we should probably use a Mega Phoenix here. We've managed to stay in the fight. Let's at least not toss this one away. Now. Bring my man back in. Send this guy's turn into next year.
You don't want to move.
That will help. Gives me a chance to work on this guy a little more. Okay. I think I really need a sensor weapon for Kimari as well. Not having sensor here is like hurting. 30,000, mate. That's a lot, man. Okay. Let's get to it. Honestly, I wonder what Thundara's doing at this stage. Maybe there's kind of no point, like, leaving that much on the table.
Who makes these things?
Let's find out how much damage she's doing. Yeah, if even she's doing that much, maybe honestly Thundara's going to be good value here. Okay. So I've managed to regain control after a very rough start here. Now this guy is zombified, so an Osmos is not a smart thing to do. I might literally toss a holy water on it so I can Osmos it safely. Basically, because of the drain move that it does, that's why I put the zombie on there, but with what I can do to it, it's okay. Like, it's not necessary, I feel. We've got such a long way to go here that just get on with it. $20. Thundara. Yeah, still 7,000. I think it's worth just using Thundara for this one. Okay. Then we're going Sleep Buster again here. The old sleep and poison combo. And I think from there we're pretty much good. Speed this up, yeah. Yeah, Prey's starting to do a little bit more as well, which is nice. Bring Kimari in, he can do it too. I think still just gonna keep going here with the Thundaras. Ah, forgot about the counter. Fine, we still survived it. Right, there we go. Yeah, the ambush definitely put us in a bad position, but hey. Okay. Rolling back out. Yeah, we need to switch back to this one. That was a mistake to forget that. But... Still haven't encountered the Great Malboro yet. We'll see how that's going to go. Yeah, really wish Kimari had a sensor. He's the ideal person for a sensor in this team, but... we can't even customize it. I guess I kind of have to go into the room. Right. Great. Poison Strike's still working pretty nice there, I have to say. Yeah, I think here, as long as I get it close enough, the rest, I think the poison will do the work. Okay, good. Yeah, so I think if it's still here, I think that means that expect a... Can we osmose these? It's worth a look, right? I mean, they might as well give you something. Okay, fine. But I'm just going to bide my time a little here. Just basically, I want to give myself as much time as possible. Alright, here we go. Oh, God. Really don't know what it could do, so I'm gonna try and break it here. Okay, 5,000 damage is still decent. Take that. Yeah, relying on Orin's defense a little here. Okay. Both Orin and Waka have protection against that, so maybe it's fine. There we go. Okay. Waka out of there. Yeah, we're really going to struggle for MP here. Feel it. Just need to make a beeline for that save sphere up top. Right. These guys. Now, I think I can hit them with darkness at least. Let's see if Orin can sentinel up here and take care of some stuff for me. And in the meantime, let's just stay diligent with our scanning here. So this is a bit of a slow start because I'm using scan, but it's going to be an investment here. The line spilling out of the box there. Tut tut. Attacks the highest HP party member on its turn and counters whenever attacked. Occasionally also uses blaze but cannot be evaded. Darkness and threaten can prove useful. Okay, so let's make some notes on old Mackie boy here. See what kind of damage we're dealing with. Good job. Yeah, I think honestly we get Orin to handle Biz here. Orin can just chill. Protect as well. I think both of them at once is still going to be a bit dangerous, so let's just try and at least take one of them down. Any MP? Probably unlikely. 10, okay. Honestly, at this stage, I think Lulu needs to start using the tier 2 spells if there's a plus. Oh god, he might die here. Especially if it uses blades, but we'll see. Okay, job. Yeah, they don't take a lot of poison damage, sure. But Orin doing a wonderful job here. Very nice. 622. Okay. Finish that. Good damage. I need to see how he does against blades. Here it is. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're looking good. We are looking good here. Give Oren some more time to heal with auto regen. Nice. Okay. Good job, Sentinel Orin. I think we managed to get through fairly MP efficiently there. We still have basically all of Kimari's MP too. So. Alright, let's keep going. How are we doing overdrive-wise? Set mode. Don't know if Orin should just be on Stoic, maybe? Maybe Warrior, he's going to counter-attack quite a lot. So probably worth it. Got a fall. Honestly, it might be one where just zombifying it's the better call. Maybe we should just zombie it. And then put it back to sleep. I think next time that's just how we deal with it. Huh? What? Eh, that's annoying. I thought like that's a nice little smart way to deal with it, but the game just... But Karifean was just like, nah, I can't do that, sorry. Not gonna allow it. Now. I think I also want to just scan this guy. I want to see if there's either petrify or something else. See what you got. 18,000. Deceptively strong defense. Its only immunity is death. Okay. Yeah, so that's a bit of an exception. Doesn't mention that in the scan text. That's annoying. So basically, do not zombify this guy. You will deal with the consequences. Okay. Basically, I don't want to have to use Hasker every time I fight it, but if you don't, it's like, well, you just don't have enough turns to beat the X potion. You can't put it in zombie to help you deal with it either. So you're kind of stuck. We're not really... Are we strong enough to beat it with? I think so.
Too late to beg for mercy.
Should be able to kill it like this. Yeah, annoying fight. One that like was fine, but I just tried to make it even more efficient with the zombie, and then it really backfired. Then they thought zombie's a bit too easy, which I generally agree with. It would have trivialized it a bit too much. Ugh. Why? Let the fight be over. The one good thing is that it gives you forever to just like recover, but still. Yeah, I'm just gonna exploit it. If the game's gonna keep forcing me to fight these, like the mimic rate seems pretty high as well. I think it's been like twice in a row, 3 times in a row now. I think I've had Mimics maybe like 3 times out of 4 fights. Something like that. Bit too high for my taste, so I'm going to have to just exploit what I can here. I think now we're ready. Let's go. What we got? Okay. I want to switch to my evading counter here, in case it works against this guy. I think it's worth a Sentinel with Auron as well. Electrocute. Let's do this. Yeah, thankfully, I do remember of the Mimics, there were some that had like the super high defense. This one definitely has high defense, but not like super high defense. It's not too bad. But I'm sure we'll wear it down and beat it soon. This one. Of course, it's not null shock. Shock guy. Yeah, because he lost the auto regen. How much HP do you have, bro? Come on, man. Yeah, so the Zorus encounter turns into one of the more arduous, annoying encounters of this place. I think I'm still going to change Auron back to... Yeah, he's got the break damage limit, but I still feel like he's not strong enough. It will come into play, I'm sure, but yeah. And let's change back to that. Let's do it. I barely took a few steps, man. I took like no steps at all. Now, this is a really nasty encounter. At the best of times, one remembers Poison Mist, which I do not like at all. So, Sanity Preservation, I think, is a good one here. And I think if there was a fight where doing some of this was helpful, I think it's this one. Okay. Now, also potentially useful, probably Reflect. But I think... got to be very, very careful here. Huh? Did I not try and hit Monster A? Oh, this one has been silenced. It worked. Okay, that's a bit lucky. Fine. Got a little bit of a window here, honestly, as a result. Ah, he's got his evade and counter weapon. I need to go back to this guy. Let's see what happens here. Super Mighty G. Very well. Gives the regen too. So it's doing like a sentinel, I just noticed now. Okay. Yeah, okay. Big trouble here. I'm gonna try probably a Death Fury. Like, I'm in kind of deep shit already here. Everything happened so fast that I haven't had time to scan. Basically, what threw me off here was that I'm just so not used to this guy being more of a sentinel figure. It's just like, I was trying to put silence on all of them, but then that kind of screwed me over. I seem to remember that these guys could be killed with death. So that's what I'm kind of thinking of at the moment. Titus is hasted, right? But still everything's happening too fast at the moment to really do much of anything. Yeah, we're really at the mercy here of the game. And this is like the... I've made some progress here, so I kind of don't want to die. Shit. Shit. There's just so little I can do, I feel like, other than Death Fury or something. And just, like, pray to God that at least one of them is immune. Not immune, sorry. Not immune, sorry. Because I don't feel like any other type of Fury is going to work. Which armor does she have? Yeah, she has no... If we get hit with another poison mist, then we're screwed. Kind of going to be a bit of an all or nothing move here. But I feel like I'm in really, really big trouble here, unless I do something like this. So we have to try. Here goes. Alright, come on. If you're all immune, I'm dead. Okay, the one in the middle wasn't. That's something. Oh my god. What the hell is Pentathundara? Are you kidding me? What the hell was that? What in the hell was that? Super Mighty G, and then followed up with 10 elemental spells. Yeah, basically it kind of feels like I need like a boss battle version, and I need a random encounter. If I was doing a boss battle version, I would put magic booster on here. But then obviously when you're trying to go through like an extended like dungeon area, the magic boost is going to cause you a lot of pain, because yes, you're going to do more damage, but you're also going to have to use a lot more MP. That's why this I feel like is a nice middle ground. It's not quite as strong, but honestly it's still very strong. It might be a good idea. There's 2 ways to get magic plus 20. Interesting. I'm going to put this on. And I'm going to leave the final slot. I really do wonder how plentiful break damage limit is going to be eventually. But like when we get to the Dark Aeon kind of stage. And I'll leave the final slot. Let's go for it. And see if we can actually make this run. Alright, one final look at these. Comrade. Gonna try a warrior a bit for Auron because of all the counter attacking that he's probably going to be doing. Karifean. Comrade. Tactician I think I'm going to switch to for Waka. Stay on warrior. One final thing. I think for this one I'm going to add a magic counter. This is still something of an ultimate armor, I think, weapon for Auron. I'm going to take a chance. Put one of these on. At least that way he's really like countering almost anything that comes his way. Okay, let's do it. It's going to be a long old run. Okay, and we start with this guy. Now, for this one, I'm still like... I'm torn on what the most efficient way to beat this guy is. I'd rather like beat him without MP and that kind of stuff, because we're going to encounter this one regularly. And I'm still kind of unsure how to stop it from coming out, so... I want to have another look. So I think you could scan them before, no? Right. Yeah, because I thought on Beaconel maybe it was, or it was on the Moonflow. I swear like there was a scan and it told you like what they do. But fine, now they don't. So maybe let's put this into action here. Let's... Ah, shit. Yeah, that didn't quite work as intended. Okay, at least he's doing good damage. That's something, but... So, like, I don't want to have to, like, come in and then use Hasker and then, like, do all of this stuff because I'm just going to run out of MP so fast. But... This is a really slow party here. But... I feel like it's kind of necessary. Let's see if Death works on this guy. I think it doesn't. At this stage, like, Death is increasingly, like, less. Yeah. I don't think he wants you really using Death too much here. Gonna switch to probably... Well, Orin's in Sentinel, so I think we can keep going here. It's just so fast. It's just not a lot of damage. Okay, good defense again. Poison breath. Shit. That's a lot of damage, man. It's literally how I did not want to start, but kind of have to. So the fights that we've generally seen, I'm going to have to start speeding things up because otherwise it's going to take forever. And now we have this guy to deal with. Great. Just what we needed. Okay, it doesn't matter. And they have a ton of HP as well, as you can see, they're just not dying. Thankfully, Waka Stoneproof starting to come in a bit handy here. But already, from our first encounter, just the amount of mimics that pop up in those just feel like so much. Feels like too much. Oh, man. It's literally every 3 steps or something. It's really bad. Yeah, the situation's not good here. It's really not good at all. Yeah. We're really going to have to... I'm just going to restart. This has been such a slow start that I don't want to try and do this entire run, like, already on the back foot. I think I really need to just commit to using as much, like, MP and resources as possible to make it to the finish. Oh, God. Okay. Whew. Now, this is where I think immediately my new weapon is going to come in handy. And then we'll stay asleep for at least 3 turns.
Let's end this.
So, we go bio, then we go... I think it was ice, it was week 2. And we're going to start to use tier 2 spells, I think, to conserve MP. Like, for some of them, we're already not too far away from doing, like, the damage cap. So now, we wait. And I think for stuff that we fought before, I'm going to start to speed things up like this. It's going to just be easier. I mean, 8 MP at a time. It's not a huge amount. We do need to help along the poison damage. Did not realize that it woke up. Fine. One person gonna die. But I think the fact that it is susceptible to sleep really helps you keep it under control. But I think we'll be fine. Yeah, I think Yuna's gonna fail to hit. Let's do this. Avoid any drama here. Sleep Buster again. And there we go. I didn't get a chance to Osmos, so I didn't time that correctly. And a lot of this is just coming from not having a sensor. Like, not being able to track enemy HP. I know it's got 77,000, but like tracking that without a sensor is a pain in the ass. Just like Kimari not having one is really killing me right now. And that's why I still want to kind of stay with this, but I like having the extra damage as well at this stage, and the Sense Preserve is nice. But you can't have everything. Who else even has a sensor at this point? Waka has a sensor. Barely anyone does. He does. Basically no one whose weapon, like if it was Riku, I'd be really willing to change to a sensor, but she doesn't. I don't think there's too much I can do. But we're really utilizing the whole team. We're literally starting with like Riku, Tidus, and Auron, and then we're ending up with a completely different team. Oh man.
Who makes these things?
Okay, at least we have like a bit of a head start here. That's a good sign. There we go. Definitely getting a little bit more consistent with these again. But there's always gonna like it's still there's always like a 20-30% chance I fail. I feel I'm at that stage. Okay.
Well then, what next?
Yeah, so for example, I don't remember the element that these guys are weak to. I'm just going to have to switch to sensor, make a note of every single enemy here, so that I can save myself the turns. So we're going to go back to this one to do as much damage as possible. Double cast. So yeah, going to start working with just literally the second tier here. Yeah, I mean, look at that, even from a second tier spell. Lulu is crushing it. Yeah, no one else can really do any nice damage, though, with magic. Like, for an MP efficient kind of way. I think it's worth hasting Lulu up for this one. There's a lot of work to do. Make sure we get an Osmos in. Literally just scanning my way through so I can keep a track on their HP. Okay, double cast. Pandara on you. Pandara on you. Yeah, so Lulu handling business here. It's working out pretty well. And being able to use those level 2s is really helping in terms of keeping up our MP. And she almost has a full overdrive. Yeah, this guy's annoying in the sense that because of the counter-attacks. Then again, I think we'll be okay actually. Because of the other statuses that it has, so I think we can go on the attack and try and finish it. Just for some extra sauce, so I'm going to put this on. Okay, it's up now. But the other statuses are gone. Fine. But that's good enough. Yeah, I mean, Waka's overdrive there just so helpful in putting us on the front foot against these encounters. It really... It's still, even at this stage, in most cases, it really helps you just almost win the fight before you even properly start. It's great. Okay. There we go. Yeah, whoa, this is cool. Okay. It's nice that this enemy was actually used in a regular encounter. That's super dope. Normally it's obviously reserved to the point of no return, like the crystal minigame. So I think I will Since I managed to get such a quick start against it, let's give it a scan. This is nice. Whoops. Let's see what we're working with here. Definitely need to note this stuff down. Can cast Penta Water, of course it can, and will do so on its turn while having swallowed a character. Bust out your bag of tricks to take you down swiftly and surely. The early bird you want to see. Be the early bird you want to see. Okay. Okay. We're going to have to go hard here. So, Landworm. Course Petrification and KO, but then basically the rest of it we can do. That's it. Okay. What was that third action? It counters every third action against it. Okay. Right, again, in the name of speed, I think it's still worth basically starting with this stuff. I imagine it's going to have weak defenses. 120k is obviously huge. I think it's got to be the highest random encounter we've seen. Waka. We're gonna do a bit of the old sleep. Okay. Now. Yeah, especially against this party, it's not exactly like super slow, so I'm gonna haste myself up here. Okay, let's get some more in. It's made a big difference. Just gonna wait here. See if we can osmose it, and then put bio on as well. Nice. Good chunk of MP there. Just in case, put on some of this. Yeah, bottom line damage. So Thundara again, and then we're just going to put it straight back to sleep. It's going to be a long road, man. We're using all the tools we got. $6,000, that's good damage. Yeah, it counters with Penta Water. Okay. That's still fine, honestly. Not a problem. Then we still finish it here. Yeah, the Penta Water is definitely a worry, but thankfully it's not like it does 3,000, 4,000 every kind of Penta that it fires, so I think we can live with that. Okay, at least we got to see a unique enemy, that was cool. So we've got like the giant Tomberry, and we also have the Landworm making an appearance, that's super cool. I do think being able to put it to sleep is great in terms of me being able to win and get through the fight. But obviously, it's very exploitable, as you saw, so you can basically win without it getting a turn if you're really diligent. I don't know how I feel about that from like a modding standpoint. Would I make it basically immune to sleep? I think maybe. Like, maybe make it a little bit slower, make it count every 4 turns or 5 turns or something, because that's such a big HP pool. You're going to need that many turns anyway. But being able to basically beat a fight while having the enemy asleep the entire time, it's tough. Like, obviously there's arguments for it on both sides, and considering how tough this area is, I'm grateful for it, but part of me kind of does say, like, I kind of wish that you couldn't do that. Okay. This is the guy. Like, I need to deal with this guy correctly. Because this fight is just going to be such a staple of your time in the Omega Ruins. It's like you need to not have this fight be kind of detrimental to you. How do we do that? I think it depends. If you're lucky and there's no Mimic in there, then it's easy. It's happy days. But if there is one, then it just drags on the fight. Like, you don't want to trigger off the Mimic while the other one's still alive. So I'm thinking just like, it's just MP intensive again. It's one of those where if you want to defeat it more easily, you kind of have to go the MP route. That's how I'm feeling about it. I don't know how susceptible it is to the Razzmatazz. Let's just give it a try. We'll see if the touches work on any level. Because I'd love to put it to sleep and poison before the first turn, but there's your answer. Yeah. So it doesn't work all that well. Now, because the chest is quick as well, it's just... Like, I want to win without having to double spam Blizzaga or like use Hasker and all of that kind of stuff, and I just kind of can't.
Well then, what next?
Yeah, it's already going to heal twice. Like, what's the point of attacking it? That's what I hate. I think let's bring Riku back. It's just, we need more turns. Very quick. Okay.
Allow me.
Hate those chests. So annoying. Okay. After this, we're going to get 3 turns. And do what I got to do here. Alright, we're still good. Just every time you take a little detour, it's like you're gonna have 2 extra encounters. No. I have the Razzmatazz. Yeah, thankfully Auron took the hit for us there, but it's not good. Use a mental break. Surely the stupid chest can't heal that. And well, the poison strike actually worked, so this wasn't too bad. So now we're going to have to do this, and then just still Osmos first, I think. Okay, so nearly getting max damage. That's nice. Okay. Hit. Let's just use Dark Attack. See what happens. And then nice. Yeah, and so I think basically when this happens, the fight doesn't automatically end. I think it means that we're screwed. Like, it's going to be another Mimic, and I feel like the Mimic rate is just too high. I wish it was like 30% or something. It feels more like 80% that there's a Mimic in there. I don't remember what the percentage was in the OG, but it definitely wasn't that high. Okay. The Stone Gaze are throwaway turns at least. Yeah, thankfully, like, we're not going to encounter any more chests in that bit. I feel like the chests are a scam here. I doubt like Karifean would leave it up to RNG whether like a player gets something or not. You can, I think, influence the run too much, so I might not even go for chests from here on. It's just is too much kind of resource waste and no reward. Yeah, we haven't needed the elementals as much at the moment, but it all kind of just depends on what you face. Like half of these enemies, you're going to be better off having some kind of elemental, and half of them you're not. Please be enough. I forgot if this was like 18,000 or it was... Okay, good. And see, again, it's like, there's a mimic every time. Just, I don't like that. Yeah, I think that's been my least favorite thing so far, the fact that there's mimics so frequently. Because it's like a triple, but like it's like you're facing 3 enemies here. The first is like the X potion throwing chest, and then you have the mimic, and then you have the Zorus, and it's like 3 enemies every time. And considering how frequently you have to deal with that encounter, it's just pain. This one again. With these, I feel like I'm better off just doing that. Lock it in. Whoa. Almost died. Almost died. I don't know how much HP it has, so I'll take the risk. Oh, please. I don't think it's going to do anything other than the flame ball in terms of elemental, so... And a full break. Oh my god. I'm wondering if you've got evade encounter and you've got null blaze, like are you safe against this guy? Maybe? Yeah, just the mimics are really annoying already. We're only just getting started here. So the high encounter rate, the rate at which you encounter Zoruses, plus the frequency with which they end up being mimics is too damn high. Ugh. Just wondering, is there a trick to basically not have the mimic spawn? That's the only thing I'm thinking. Maybe that's something I need to investigate. But I'm pretty sure it isn't, because if you hit the box ahead of time, like you kill it before you kill the other enemy, then I think either it does an explosion if it's supposed to be empty, or it already turns into the mimic and then you're faced with literally 2 enemies at once. So I don't see an immediate way out of that. I think, yeah, see what I mean? It's just, this is too much if you ask me. It's not fun. Like when you get to this level where you take 2 or 3 steps, it's another Zorus plus mimic. Like that's too much. So if there's one thing I would say at this point, it's like, yes, I know it's post game, and Omega Ruin's supposed to be difficult and all that jazz, but like this encounter rate, I think it's a bit. When it's paired with encounters like this, I think it's a little much. If it's the case that there's been a few things like that in this game where I've been like unlucky, where like let's say the chance of a mimic coming out is 50% and I've got a mimic like 7 out of 8 times or something, then fair enough. But it really feels like the mimic rate is more like 80% at the moment than like 50 or 30, let's say. If it is just RNG, then fair play. I'm not gonna say much about that. It is what it is, but the way it is now, I'm not a fan. Yeah, it's probably going to use Poison Breath, so I'm just going to put it back to sleep. Just use more MP. Whatever. Yeah, 2 X potions there. That was nice. Thank you for that. It's a nuisance. Literally up to full HP again. Go away. Alright, this time there wasn't a mimic. Of course. And because I keep getting these, like, this stupid Zorus, it only gives 10 MP as well. And I can't get much MP back. I need some encounters where I can get a little more. Okay, that's like the furthest I managed to run without an encounter. Now, I can definitely get some more MP. And what I can also do is this. Now, I really need to nail this. This is like high pressure here. If I screw this up, this could be a game over. Here we go. Alright, there we go. Now, I think they should be susceptible to most of this stuff. They are. That's good. It will give me an opportunity as well to scan those Master Curls. I need to see what they can do. Nice. But those ambushes, like, almost counting against it there. Lots of poison turns before they even get a chance to do anything. I think first, I'm gonna just Osmos while I can. They're not... Are they zombified? No, they're just... Pretty sure it's just darkness. 30 MP, would definitely take that. And Lulu, you take some MP as well. And then we're going to scan. Okay. Alright, time to get the notes out. Curl. Master Curl. 34,000, that's a lot. Alternates between a pentaspell and a blaster, which inflicts death or puts you in critical HP if blocked. Oh, wow. But that's a bit... Wow, holy shit. Triple foul and poison can put in a lot of work. Fine. Okay. So, it's weak to fire and water. It's another one of those combinations where it's no petrification, no death. Fine. Yeah. We need to put them back to sleep double time. Or 12,000. Let's see how much damage we're doing if we have at least one of the 1.5s here. 5,000, okay. Fine. Let's see if Orin can finish this. Right. Okay. I thought with Titus doing 5,000, I forgot that he had a 1.5 and she doesn't. Can definitely kill one of them off. So... We'll do that, and then for the other one, we will do... this. I have a feeling at full HP we should be able to survive. Okay. There you go. That actually worked out pretty well. I think even with the Penta, again, I doubt he's going to have them, like, each hit do, like, 3,000-4,000. Considering that they always appear in pairs as well. So at least we got a decent chunk of MP back that time. That ended up being a pretty good encounter. But again, mostly because I had... the overdrive. This one's a difficult encounter because if you get ambushed and you don't have an overdrive like that, then you are pretty screwed because you can only put one of them to sleep unless you use like a silence grenade, sorry, sleep grenade or something, sleeping powder. So that's dangerous. Okay, this guy again. Yeah, survived. Okay, and again, as you can see, it's alive. Yeah, like if another Heaven's Cataract comes in, Titus should be able to survive it. So kind of trading in some MP for overdrive here. Yeah, okay. More prey in. Keeps finding the person that doesn't have the petrification protection. For God's sake. Wait, Orin doesn't either? Oh my god. He doesn't have a stone proof. Let's just swap to someone who does. Okay. Come on, man. Just use your regular attack, for God's sake. Go. Okay. Okay, definitely closer to an overdrive. Double check those weapons once again, like I had the wrong stuff equipped. Literally after every single fight I have to basically come in and do a check to make sure I have the right stuff. Okay, don't here either. Okay, starting to push a little further here, but death is at every corner, especially with these ambushes. Shit. Oof. Man. Ugh. Can we just eject this guy? So I should have death proof, right? I should swap to this to have death proof. Okay, yeah. Okay. I think this guy's getting ejected. He's not going to deal with this bullshit at all. Get out of here. Yeah, we'll take that. Yeah, the alternative was again going to be like try and mental break and then spam Lulu's magic, blah blah blah. So let's keep going. That stuff we can't do yet. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah. I think.
Well then, what next?
I think we go for a Death Fury here. Because, like, Karifean's not going to be able to... Titus is not going to be able to do the damage to take anything out with the overdrive. And neither is Lulu. I think pure damage-wise, she can't. So it might be worth trying. Let's give this a go. And then we're kind of at the mercy of whatever happens next. Let's just go for it. Ugh, only 5. Why? It's not going to be... Okay. At least the middle one's gone. That's probably the most annoying of the bunch. Okay, good. Yeah, okay, we'll take that. But I really need a turn now? At some point? No? That's a bit unfair. What the hell? Oh, man. Are you kidding me? What was I supposed to do? What the hell was I supposed to do with that? Literally nothing I could do. Rika was a one-hit KO. I think that being an ambush really killed it. But it's like there's nothing you can do there. Rush attack is... I remember that one from Tankette. It's just... And when there's 2 of them... Well, that's crap. Ugh. Yeah, I think he's beaten the player into submission in terms of having initiative here. I think he just hates auto haste. Like, Karifean's on a mission to get people to stop using auto haste. I don't think I can play like this. Like, in terms of trying to get to the end and then just being at the mercy of an ambush like that. Like, what am I supposed to do? Most things are immune to death. I can't have a Waka Overdrive for every single ambush. Like, it's just not going to happen sometimes. I literally got rid of the Spirit. Like, that's supposed to usually be the most annoying one, and then the Helm has just completely destroyed me. I didn't even get a chance. I know Lulu and Auron are slow, but come on, man. Like, Riku getting taken out in one hit was harsh, and there's just nothing you can do about that. Like, most people at this stage are not going to equip her with, like, a defense plus 20 and this, that, the other. Oh, that's really mean. That sucks. It just felt like, that just felt really, like, unfair and helpless. Just thinking, like, how can I change my approach? It's one of those where Karifean's going to say, like, yeah, I'm sure it's fine, man. Like, you don't need initiative. It's perfectly doable without it. And yes, the answer is yes, I'm sure it's doable, but then I think it increasingly just comes down to, like, more and more RNG. Like, how many ambushes do you get? Which type of enemy does ambush you, and how does that play out? It's like, I really can't be bothered to go all the way to the end, like right before Ultima, and then something like that happens. But if the alternative is just slogging through this every time, as you've seen, I've not enjoyed the Omega Ruins that much at this point. Mainly because of the high encounter rate and because of the Zorus and Mimic encounter. That's been the main reason. Ambushes, as I say, they're always a threat in the Omega Ruins, but at this level, it's just like everyone had full HP there, like Auron, he was fully there. He had his counterattack stuff. He was, yeah, he was about as ready as he could be. Spammed a Death Fury. I don't think there's any Fury there that would have taken all of them out. I don't think that would have been possible anyway. But it's like, there's just, I felt like there was nothing I could have done there pretty much. Like, unless I already had, like, some kind of pre-customized auto protects or SOS haste or some shit like that to try and get my turn in between the rushes. It's just like, I've never liked the idea of, like, oh, you should have a full overdrive before an ambush. That's like, if you don't have it, then tough shit kind of approach. So this is like the one area where you could find yourself just kind of bouncing off it for hours and hours and hours. So that there was probably already like an episode's worth, like a week's episode. And I'm literally right back where I started. And that could happen like 2, 3, 4, 5 more times by the time I get to Ultima. I think I was maybe like 50, 60% of the way there. But I can't risk that happening every time. It's just too annoying. So, yeah. You win, Karifean. Fine. I'll customize initiative. It's going to be one of the first things where I'm straight up like, I think it's not fair to do it like that. I don't like this. Having to trade my auto haste for initiative. I just don't like that at all. And it's not like I've been really burning through the Chocobo wings in this game, and that, like, I've kind of done that to myself. I feel like that's also not true. So, yeah. I don't like the approach for the Omega Ruin so far, personally, but... And again, it's not just because it's difficult. I mean, you guys have seen me die many a time in the run so far, but this is the first time where I'm just like, nah. I'm not a huge fan. Okay, my friends, I'm wrapping it up for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you are continuing to enjoy the series. Please remember to hit the like button if you haven't already. I will see you for the next one. Thank you for watching. Take care.